What is tear gas, anyway? Does it actually make you cry? We bet the majority of you out there just know it as the stuff that really, really hurts if it gets in your eyes. But what is the science behind this stuff? What chemicals go into it? How do you make it? And how do you get it out of your eyes? In today's video, we are breaking down exactly what tear gas is. Despite the name, tear gas isn't actually a gas. In reality, it is a powder that when released from a pressurized canister, it will create a mist that travels through the air. There are also a few different types of tear gas, and it all depends on the simple question of what is the main chemical compound that is used. In most cases, it will be 2-chlorobenzyl malonitrile, also known as CS gas. But other types of tear gas can be made from olorosin capsicum, which also goes by the name pepper spray, dibenzoxazepine, or CR gas, and chloracetophenone, also known as CN gas. This stuff was first used in World War I, and it was devastating. One story recounts an instance of German soldiers using tear gas on a French army, and the French army had no idea what was going on. They were then quickly surrounded by German soldiers in masks. The US officially synthesized tear gas in 1928 by American chemists Ben Corson and Roger Stoughton. But the use of this chemical weapon during wartime is now illegal. In 1993, many of the world's nations signed an international treaty in Geneva, where Article 5 of this treaty states, each state party undertakes not to use riot control agents as a method of warfare. Its usage is not banned by law enforcement officers as well as for civilian usage, but it's absolutely not allowed during wartime. And for good reason. Tear gas can be absolutely devastating. Even though from the name tear gas it sounds like you would just have a quick cry. When the human body comes in contact with tear gas, it affects the respiratory system, the nose, the eyes, and the skin. The reason it causes pain is due to the chemicals in the gas bonding with pain receptors in the human body. The pain receptor in question is known as TRPA1, and it is also affected by a few other household items that cause irritation and pain as well. If you've ever experienced pain from wasabi, mustard, or horseradish, all of these condiments have chemicals that bind to the TRPA1 receptor. But here's the statistic that will really put the burn of tear gas in perspective. It is 10,000 times more potent than anything we just mentioned. It's really harsh stuff. And the potency of tear gas depends on a few factors, and it's not just how much is used. If you are in an enclosed space, or are very close to the tear gas, or have any pre-existing conditions, the effects are going to hit harder and for longer. But here's the good news. Most times, recovery from tear gas is straightforward. You simply have to wait it out and move away from the area where the tear gas was deployed, wash your face and eyes with soap and water, and remove any clothing worn during the time that the gas was used. Moving to higher ground may also help with treating tear gas, as it slowly settles to the ground after it has been sprayed. The specific effects of tear gas are extremely painful and usually last up to 30 minutes. If you come in contact with it, you would experience feelings of choking, coughing, nausea, a burning sensation in your eyes and throat, and in some rare cases, prolonged exposure can even lead to death. It also affects the skin, and irritation has been known to last a few days. Redness, chemical burns, blisters, and itching are all a few of the immediate effects that you would feel on your skin from being exposed to this chemical weapon. The best course of action to take if you are exposed is to see your doctor. It is incredibly rare to develop long-term effects, but to make sure this doesn't occur, your doctor can help you by monitoring you and making sure you recover safely. And there you have it, a full breakdown of exactly what tear gas is and how it affects the human body. It's very painful stuff, and there's a reason it has the reputation it does. If you are exposed to it, expect easily a half hour where it will affect you. But luckily, symptoms are temporary. We hope you've learned something in today's video, Brainiacs, and we will see you next time. And if you learned something in today's video, be sure to hit that like button. It really helps us out a lot. And subscribe so you can see when our next videos go up that will answer all of your science questions.